Tony Stark was born rich, and yet instead of living on inherited wealth, he grew up with an inquisitive mind and a desire to learn and create, both traits that would help anyone in life to excel. When he was captured, he did not wallow in self-pity. Instead, he used all of his talents to create a way to escape and succeeded against a small army of terrorists. He believed in himself, another life lesson made manifest. And when he realized that the weapons he was building were being used to hurt innocent people, he took a hard look at the life he was leading and decided that he could be more and do more. Critical introspection, combined with belief in yourself, will always help a person chart a better course through life. Tony Stark's life in the MCU is quite captivating. He is an absolute genius, good-looking, humorous, opulent, and from a privileged background. There are always people around him who can reintroduce fun to him. It is effortless to party. Tony Stark got his first lesson from the man who was with him, not for his money or fame or privilege. That man helped him because he was suffering and needed aid. His name was Ho Yinsen. That eventually rooted for the development of the invincible Iron Man. When Tony drifted, losing his moral compass, as he suffered from palladium in his chest, it was his friend Colonel Rhodes who stepped up to point out his flaws. Rhodes remains his best friend because he is not after the benefits of his superstar friend, but only because Tony is close to his heart. He does not hold back and readily risks his life. Whenever Tony is in danger, the life lessons are below. 1. Perseverance. Tony doesn't give up. He built a flying suit of armor using scrapes in a cave. He synthesized a new element when he was on the verge of death. He went head-to-head with a super soldier with nothing but a gauntlet. Watch device. 2. Bravery. This one goes somewhat with the first. Tony is one of the most base-level heroes in MCU, and yet he still runs head-on into some of the most dangerous situations to help people. I mean, he faced down Loki without his suit. 3. Self-preservation. I think this can be learned in a don't act like Tony way. While Tony can be incredibly brave, his bravery often works against him because he takes it to the point of recklessness. He got thrown out of a window by Loki because he pushed Loki too far with his snarky comments. 4. Be your own person. Tony was someone who could have easily coasted through life on his father's fame and money, but instead, he became greater than his father. Tony is also his own person in public. He acknowledges when he has done something wrong, but he doesn't allow others to dictate who he should be. 5. Loyalty. Tony is always trying to protect the people he cares about. He becomes Iron Man in the memory of Yinsen. He makes sure his closest friends are secure when he is dying. All of these show how loyal Tony can be. 6. Intelligence is more important than brute strength. Tony has about average physical strength, but his intelligence allows him to accomplish things that should, by all rights, be impossible. He is able to be on an equal playing field with people like Thor, Hulk, and Captain America because he continues to adapt and gain more knowledge. 7. Be good but don't waste time proving that. He is good by heart, but he doesn't waste his time to prove that. 8. Have strong enemies. He is either selected or he selects the biggest enemy possible to fight. Your enemies define you. 9. Be practical. Who doesn't like castles in the air words? But being practical is needed in today's time. He is known to be nerdy as well as selfish, but his happiness never contradicts the world's peace. 10. No excuses. He is not the sobbing guy to just adjust to the problems. He works days and nights not to live with them but to solve them. 11. Workaholic. It's the quality rarely found nowadays. If he is stuck anywhere, then he just answers by the works, not the words. He is mostly seen in his lab rather than partying somewhere. 12. Temperament. I personally liked his loss of control over temperament, particularly when Jarvis was performing tests on his first Iron Man suit. He refuses to test it because of strong self-belief and says sometimes you gotta run before you walk. Unplanned super work is always better than a planned work. 13. Passionate. He is seen as very passionate about robotics, AI, coding, etc. He follows his passion without constraints. He is always playing with these skills even during his free time. As a wise man said, a person is what he is doing during his free time. 14. Be a self-driven. He finds motivation within himself to do the things he does while pushing his brain to his moderate limit. He is a very fast learner, and there are very few subjects while he has not mastered just out of a whim and fancy. He can focus on any task while multitasking as well. Basically, he can do many things at a time which normal humans cannot. This has come out of the need to keep learning and being above the rest. An innate need to be the top dog pushes him to always be on his toes. 15. Coolest ever. He is the coolest guy in the room. which makes him the worthiest Avenger. His presence can make you laugh and learn both. He is the guy who made many people choose the engineering or science stream. We probably won't be able to see such a profound character again.